as per you, why users should there is always like people come to you after buying an apartment, like the PR
Yes.
brought this, now you play with this thing.
Yes.
So what I always tell my client, being a real estate consultant, I always tell my client, you should introduce an architect early when you are deciding on thing, or on inception
We
stage
so
only.
wish that happens.
We are trying to bring that change into this, to take this valuable inputs, insights of architect playing on initial decision making, like
Yes.
so what is your point of view on that?
Absolutely. This is something I can actually urge everyone, make
This
this
is
a point, that whenever people get the possessions, and if it's possible in certain scenarios where they can see the apartments coming up, then the least they can do is they can share the layouts with their designers that they appoint with. And since we do architecture interiors both, so we have the luxury of designing both we
right.
understand the perspectives of both the things, so sometimes people have the specific requirements of changing the layouts, changing the door positions, and there are many things that a client can save the money on if these changes are incorporated while the brickwork is happening on the side. So there is a certain amount of cost saving as well that happens, and many a times clients are not aware that many builders do offer at times the options of the finishes that they can take.
want.
Right. So in that scenario, it always helps if some options can be picked up, thinking as to what the interior themes can be. So that is one. Secondly, if at all any a major changes needs to be incorporated much before, that also helps us. And many a times we do actually, if our client has a lot of modifications in the whole layout, as per Vastu, some people have these things. So why do waste the resources and spend the money also? So we, in that scenario, it helps when you stop the developer from doing any of the works.
Taking bare shell as an
Yes,
option,
yes.
or once they are doing the finishing, what kind of finishing they are going to give.
Absolutely.
Now they are coming with everything, best brands only, but
True.
where you want, as per your choice, you can change that.
True.
So this is from design perspective, like if it going to be a decision making, and when we introduce you or a service like architect in that scenario, how that will benefit to buyers.
All right. So I think, let's say if
I'll take one example over here to just add on, like one of my client was looking for the penthouse.
Okay.
So this was 4+4 ka penthouse, and he just wanted to know कि वो pillar how it will look once I do my interiors, and so he called his architect over to the board into discussion.
Okay.
We made ourselves a 3D walkthroughs. Builders already done that, but that was from his perspective, or not with the buyer's perspective.
Correct.
And he finalized it कि मेरे को ऐसा चाहिए, ये pillar नहीं होना चाहिए, or some certain things can't be changed. But on initial stage, slab can be PT slab, or this can be a this balcony can be frame can be going 2 feet on inside or 2 feet outside. Right. What impact will bring to it? So all those things, like
Yes, it certainly helps, and a 3D or the entire perspectives that we create before the execution or they buy, if they can afford, they should actually initiate that.
For them, so that is like peanuts. Like when you are going
we
to buy
about luxury, certainly.
Yeah.
We're talking about luxury.
When you are going to buy a 5 crore, 10 crore apartment,
yes, certainly.
For that those things doesn't matter.
That should be a thing that we urge that our clients can initiate, so that many our clients have, we have actually had these moments where clients have got the designs made and that influenced them, okay, no, this doesn't suit me. True. And they have changed the entire decision, okay, I may not go ahead with this property and I'll buy something else. So that has happened.
Because we are spoiled for choices in Thane. So you have things like ऐसा नहीं है कि मुझे यहीं पे रहना है. You have for like many options with you,
Oh,
like 4-5
indeed.
options,
Indeed.
and from there to pick a one which suits you the best,
100%.
which will definitely add a value when someone like
Absolutely.
you come on board while
Yes,
making a
yes,
decision.
yes. We do tell them, please. I mean, we would tell everyone on that matter that they should ideally take advice from their design consultants to help them, enable them to take a decision, to take the right decision. Also, because many people, like which is happening with us right now. There is one of our clients who have actually explored a lot of properties in South Bombay, and thankfully they are, on the paper itself, they are consulting with us as to which property would suit them. And although that decision is largely based out of Vastu, but it still helps. We do tell them that, okay, in this, you might face a little constriction in terms of the designs, whereas this gives us a lot of creative hand, and for you as well. So we do guide them a lot around this.
Super.